The combination of salt, cold, moisture and dirt means that British winter roads are absolutely excellent at destroying fancy bike components. And in winter, it's totally essential that your wheels are up to the job. In winter, it's time to put your fancy featherweight wheels into hibernation, if you've got them, because winter wheels are all about strength, durability and reliability. Ideally, they shouldn't be too expensive and affordable enough to replace should you have the misfortune to destroy one on the edge of a massive flooded pothole. Hunt's 4-season Aero wheel set we have here are a great example, and we previously reviewed these wheels and gave them a perfect 10 out of 10 because for winter riding they tick all the boxes, and they're available in rim or disc brake versions, and they're £349 a pair. When choosing a winter wheel, we'd recommend going for a higher spoke count because more spokes should result in a stronger wheel. Now, Hunt's 4-season has 24 spokes front and 28 rear, making it a very stiff proposition indeed, with a 115 kilogram rider weight limit. But Hunt also does the Super Dura wheel, which has a 130 kilogram rider weight limit and even more spokes. We would also recommend going for a wheel with a wider internal rim width too, like this. Now on these Hunts, the 23mm tyres sit like 25s, and 28mm tyres and wider sit really well too. And wider tyres are great for winter riding because they give you more comfort and more grip. And while on the subject of rims, we would also recommend that you opt for a tubeless compatible rim. Now this doesn't mean that you need to run a tubeless setup, but it does give you the option and the flexibility to do so. Now Hunt ticks this box because their wheels come tubeless ready out of the box, as you can see here. Now running tubeless, especially in winter, makes loads of sense because it drastically reduces the number of punctures you'll get, and let's face it, no one likes changing an inner tube on the side of the road in the freezing rain. Bearings tend to wear faster in winter conditions, and once your bearings are worn, your wheel will start to develop side-to-side play and feel a bit gravelly when it's spun. Now, cup and cone bearings are serviceable if you have a cone spanner and you know what you're doing, but cartridge bearings are much easier to replace for the home mechanic. And we'd also recommend that you look for a wheel that has corrosion-resistant nipples, such as the brass ones here. If you're running rim brakes, then you need to be aware that the dirt and grime that builds up on pads can start to act like sandpaper and dramatically wear down your rims. Now, many wheels have a little wear hole on them, like this, which can be used to tell you when your rims need replacing because the hole disappears. Now, if you don't have a wear hole, then you can simply use a depth gauge to measure your rims. And this is a big advantage of running disc brakes in winter, because on disc brake wheels, it's the disc that wears and not the rim.